All
I
right,
said
we
bye
are
one.
live. Hello, everyone. This is Emily with Wellness for Generations, and I'm here with Denise Loutfi, and she has created the Relaxed Mom Playbook. And so I'm really excited to talk to her today. She's one of our newest members on the directory, and I'm so excited to get to know more about her. She's super fun, and she is a applied
Applied
functional coach.
functional health
Okay.
coach. Yeah.
Um, so
A
tell
mouthful, I know.
So tell us a little bit more about your story and kind of how you got to where you are now.
Ooh, long story. All right, but I'll make it short. So thank you so much for having me, Emily, and for being on your directory. I love that. And I've known you for a while now from the mastermind. So that's really cool. And so anyway, I started my health journey first, right? So I started my health journey about, I want to say about 9 years ago, when I was having a lot of, I mean, I've always had health issues, but as a teenager, as an, young adult, you don't care, whatever, constipation,
Right.
acne, blah, blah, blah. But when my daughter was born, was my second child, and migraines, I used to have daily headaches, and I would take Tylenol and Advil and was like, oh, okay, I'll pop them real quick, right?
Right.
But those didn't help anymore because now it turned into migraines. So migraines was my rock bottom. I just started cleaning up my health, and I was like, oh my goodness, I feel great. I feel better. And then a lot of my health issues went away. However, I was like, you know what? I started inspiring others, a lot of my coworkers. I was like, you know what? Let me study it. So I studied health coaching. And then I went back and I studied functional medicine, which is the medicine of the why. Like, why are you having these issues? Anyway, and this is how I cleaned up my health, right? And then I knew all about stress. I knew it. I know it. I know it. And when I take on clients, of course we address that. However, I didn't really know the importance of, self-care until last year. And I started with self-care, and it led me to a transformational healing journey that I'm on, healing from traumas, from past traumas, past emotions, et cetera, et cetera. But it all started out with self-care. And I'm like, what? I need to teach that, because I know, and you and I've talked, and I'm surrounded with women. I'm surrounded with mothers, working mothers. And literally, like, when I'm outside at dance, all I'm hearing, I have this, and it's always do, do, do. And there's no stopping to filling their cup. And that's why you always feel frantic, because your cup is empty. And it's, so this was my inspiration, just seeing and then knowing how much self-care can set you on this beautiful journey of true, genuine, authentic happiness from the inside out, that you feel, that I can't even explain in words sometimes how I feel. And mind you, and if they look at the sales page, I talk a little bit my story. I am a stress-free, I used to be stress-free, control freak, you name it. And self-care truly started changing my life.
Right. Oh yeah. No,
Even the kids know this. Even the kids notice, like, you're not yelling. I mean, like, again, right,
Right.
I'm not perfect, right?
Right.
But it's like they are recognizing, oh, you're being more patient. No, you're different. You're addressing this differently, etc.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a huge journey, learning all of that and dealing with the self-care. I have been trying to work on my self-care, and this last couple of months has kind of been really big for me. So this like just kind of came out at like a really perfect time to work on solidifying more of a routine, and I really liked a lot of the suggestions that you put in here. So I'm gonna ask you kind of way back question. Were you taught a healthy lifestyle growing up?
No, I wasn't. I'm born and raised in Lebanon, a different country. So um, our food in general is healthy. Like,
Right.
it is not like, it's not a standard American diet. It's very
Yeah.
Mediterranean, very home cooked meals. Like, we would go out like just on a Sunday as a family, and then still you're eating like
Health.
good food. However, as a child, I was very picky. I was
Okay.
super, super picky, because I only ate chicken and potatoes. You know what I mean? Like, and no, I wasn't taught that healthy lifestyle, because there was all beautiful. Like, I remember when we go to a restaurant in Lebanon, because I remember, okay, there's a funny story. I got to say that. I
Okay.
know Anyway, in Lebanon, when you go to a Lebanese restaurant, they like they fill the table, they serve it, and like there's a big spread of vegetables first, whether you eat it or not. It gets served, right? And I
Okay.
always remember that my family never truly ate it, but I remember at my wedding, it was 2004, we were in Lebanon, and the place where we the reception was, the ceremony, sorry, was a Lebanese restaurant. And they had the big baskets of vegetables. And I remember my mom and grandma complaining, like, they're taking, this is not classy. Like, we have the flowers as centerpiece. And thinking about that, I'm like, dude, vegetables were the best thing in the world. So no, I
That's
wasn't taught
hilarious.
that. And now that I think about it, no, like I was a very picky eater. That's why, even though being
Right.
Lebanese, you do grow up with homemade food. And when I grew up, also there wasn't any like fast food restaurants and stuff like that.
Right. That's so fascinating. I love that. Um, so tell us a little bit more about the Relaxed Mom Playbook, and you kind of already shared a little bit about what inspired you to create this, but if you want to share any more, but tell us all about it, and I'll share a little bit of my feedback because I really
Yes,
enjoyed it.
absolutely.
So,
Because it's my baby.
yeah,
You always love your baby,
of
right? But
course.
when someone tells you that your baby's cute, you're like, oh, he is cute.
Exactly.
He is cute. Truly. So anyway, so I told you how it came about. The Relaxed Mom Playbook, I'm all about simplicity, and I'm all about baby steps, and I'm not about big steps at all. Right. So I wanted to break it down as simple as possible, because I know a lot of women, and I know you watched, but like I even give scenarios like, even if you're caring for an elderly parent or a sick child, like there is one thing that you can do that I show you in there, that is self-care to fill your cup. Like I address all scenarios, because like I said, I know a lot of people. I'm an extrovert. I
Yes.
get my feedback and I get my
Thank you.
energy and my inspiration from people. So the Relax Mom Playbook is literally a very quick digital workshop, divided into 5 days, 5 short videos. The first one is introduction video, and then day one is all about the importance of self-care
Mm,
and the airplane rule. And number two is all about non-negotiables and how to make self-care non-negotiable using the BYT method, brush your teeth method. Day three, I'm sorry, less or day four, um, is all about how to set up a self-care routine, even if you have a 5 minute. So I introduced you to
mhm.
the 5 minute J crunch. And then the last day, day five, is all about the AG principle, attitude of gratitude. And this is when truly, like, if you don't have any time, zero time, because I'm realistic, I do know literally people, like I do know a woman, and she was in my mind while I was developing this, that her son is 7, I believe, and he's very, very sick. I mean, they're in and out of
Mm,
hospitals. So I was like, but how can this woman, truly find self-care and time to fill her cup? And this is when, that day five came about, because it wasn't there.
right.
And then I also talk about my story and how an attitude of gratitude truly changed my life
Hmm.
recently in
Yes.
August. And so yeah, it comes with everything you need. You don't have to buy anything else. I give you affirmation cards that you can print, laminate, do whatever you want to do with them. I give you journal prompts, in a calendar format, self-care activities, 40 I believe, and calendar to plug them in,
Hmm.
meditation playlist. And it comes with this wonderful bonus that expires tomorrow. So price goes up on Friday, but the bonus expires tomorrow. Celia Sasser's transformational coach, that I started working with her, and you've met her in the
Yes.
mastermind. Truly amazing person. And I've learned a lot from her as well. And she offered Healthy Boundaries Help You Manifest, because it's truly also about boundaries. Because
Yes.
when you set boundaries, um, you will find the time. There
Oh
will
yeah.
be time. And because, today, for example, I was like working on something, and I just knew that I need to work on it and finish it. I put all the distractions on the side, all the
Mhm.
beeps and the ding, and all of these, like they do distract us. And even if you're like, well, I'm going to check it 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. This 5 minutes, you could have actually gone outside, spent time in nature, did
Mhm.
5 deep breaths, filled your
Right.
cup, or danced, painted, whatever.
Right.
So it's I mean, and you tell me about it. I know that you enjoyed it. A lot of, I've been using your testimonials and some other people's testimonials as well, because it's a newborn. So now
Yeah.
we're gonna let it grow.
Yes, definitely. When I really, so I watched everything and then I kind of went back and worked through the stuff. So today I actually printed all of the stuff, and what I'm doing, this is beside, I created a intention space over the last
Love
couple
it.
weeks. And so every morning I'm going to pick 2 affirmations and just put on my intention space for when I meditate, and so that whenever I look over I can kind of remember throughout the day. And then I loved your printouts, they were so pretty. um this is the like 40 ideas of self-care, and so like I just like marked it with gold marker because for some reason I like gold now. um which ones I liked. So if I'm struggling with like, oh, what can I do today for self-care, what's going to take just a couple minutes, I can quickly look at this and do them. And then of course the journal prompts, which I loved the simplicity of it. I loved the look of it. It was just fun to feel. Your course was great. I loved Celia's training on boundaries. It was exactly what I needed right now. And so like it was just perfect timing for everything. I liked how you broke it down so simply, and it's stuff that we already know but in a new way. Like, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's that like reminding yourself, okay, like I need to put my oxygen on first. Like I need to fill
Yes,
up my
we
cup
all
before I
know
can pour
that.
it out. Right. Like
We
it's like I've
all
heard
know
this
that.
principle so many times. Why do I need to like get it posted on my
Because
wall or
we're
something.
trained, to be honest with you, Emily, we're trained that it is selfish. It is
Yes.
selfish, even though in reality it is not.
Right.
It's selfish to take care of yourself before others, or to put your needs before them. That was a question when I was live with Kira last week. Same thing,
Yeah.
like, oh, but you still have to care for others' needs. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not before you care for yours, because once you care for yours and your cup is full, you're going to care for everyone's needs happily. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. There's a difference between you making dinner and being upset because your cup is empty. Like, your food is not going to taste good, because I
Right.
know. Because the other time I was like, what is that? It's not good. So, but when your cup is full and when you're truly happy and genuinely happy, and you've been noticing the transformation
Oh
in
yeah.
yourself, I know that you started before that as well.
Right.
You feel different. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
make dinner, like, oh my, like yesterday I made, literally, I didn't make it any different. It was the whole chicken in the instant pot. And then the kids and my husband are like, this is good. Like today I made my son a salad and he's like, Mommy, this salad is good. I'm like, it's the same salad I do all the time. I just added cumin. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I also feel that because my cup is full,
Mm-hmm.
and then truly when your cup is full, the tasks that you do are not tiring. I mean, I can tell you exactly what I do in a day, and you'll get exhausted just by
Right.
listening to me, because you know what I do.
Yep.
The many projects that I have happening, but because I am very particular about my
Mhm.
boundaries, and I'm very particular about my self-care. It's a non-negotiable that I don't know, it doesn't feel
Yeah.
like work.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally get that. Um, I've been trying to do mine in the morning. It depends. What's difficult for me right now is that like I wake up 5 minutes before I have to get on for work, and because I work from home, so I'm like I just have to jump on the computer. So I wake up. On occasion, I can get up earlier than that, and I'll like get a shower and like have some time in the shower to just like be myself. And now that I created this attention space, like I try to take at least 5 minutes to just sit, and I have a candle and I light it and stuff, and just sit there and meditate or visualize or something like that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, you have to train yourself to do it though. Like you have to make it that non-negotiable, that boundary, that okay, I
Absolutely.
have to do this before I do anything else.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it doesn't get done.
Exactly. And it does take time.
Hmm.
It's a muscle that you've got to
Yes.
practice that you haven't really, and that's the thing. We got to be very patient and graceful with ourselves. You know what I mean? Like it is important to just take it slowly. Don't just like jump on everything today. Like I'm going to do
Right.
visualization, meditation, this and this and this. It's not going to happen. Do it
Hmm.
one step at a time. And I'm really loving how you're also doing it. You're doing it very baby steps.
Hmm.
And I know that we had a really powerful mastermind last month, and that's why kind of like, you know, gave us a little bit all of a push to truly, because at the end of the day, um, the inside it reflects your outside.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's like even today because I was able to get some stuff done. Like I was a little more patient with my son when he was agitating me while I was trying to make dinner. And I was like, "Do you want to help me?" Because I made like tuna noodle casserole, whatever, in one pot. Like all you literally do is throw all the ingredients in a pot, let it boil. So I was like, "Here, you can pour the milk in and you can pour the water in." And like he was so excited. He wants to
Yeah.
help me, but I just don't always have the patience. So
Oh, I love it. And I'm also brewing another bonus that I may add next week, all about, how to use your children's help, because
mhm.
I've been implementing something for 2 weeks. And mind you, my children are 14 and 9. However, we started with their chores and everything way earlier. So, and I've been noticing a lot of moms, they take everything on themselves and
Mhm.
they don't delegate,
Right.
right, to their children because they want it done right or whatever. And I was that child. I grew up, I didn't make my bed, and that's embarrassing. I didn't start making my bed until I went to college
I
to
still
get my master's. Okay, I was like an adult,
I
not my
still don't make
undergrad.
my bed.
Huh?
We don't even use a comforter. We literally use throws
Oh,
because like we can't
anyway,
share.
that was,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I did grow up my mom doing everything for me.
Right.
I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to do laundry. And then I started doing all this when I moved away. It was like
Right.
like this. But now, delegating to the children has really even up leveled my life. So
Right.
this is when I was like, you know what? I need to add that as a bonus because not a lot of women are utilizing that.
No,
So we'll
not at
see. I
all.
don't know. I haven't recorded it yet, but we'll see.
That will be a good one. I know my son's 5 and he could definitely be doing some things and he likes to, and that's the thing. And I'm just like, but I want to get it done and it be right. But anyway, I need to just,
Absolutely,
and that's
absolutely.
part of that perfection thing that
That's
I'm
one
trying
of the
to work
that's one
out of
of
out.
the yeah, one of
Yeah.
the how to incorporate gratitude, giving up
Yes.
perfection.
Yes. Yes. I know. That one was one of the key ones that spoke out to me today. I was like, I like that. I need to write it down.
No,
So
yeah.
cool.
We think that people are perfect, but no one is.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. My friend and I talking a lot about that on Insta, like about our Instagram feeds and stuff. I see her regularly, and I'm always telling her like, I always look at your Instagram feed, and I wonder what kind of chaos was going in the background whenever you're taking this beautiful picture of jewelry, because there's just always chaos at her house.
Always,
Yeah.
always, always. I mean, I like, and then no matter what, no matter where you are in your transformational journey, you will still like get like comparisonitis here and
Hmm.
there. So today I was, I took a break and I went outside and I started journaling as well. And I kind of like, dumped a whole lot of, because I fell into the trap of comparisonitis the past 2 days. I'm like,
Yep.
self-awareness, it's creeping up again. So I was like, you know what, I needed to let it out. So that's where journaling, how powerful journaling is. That's why
Oh
I
yeah.
provide journal prompts, because when I was researching for the Relaxed Mom Playbook, one of the ladies told me, I don't know how to journal. I start
Hmm.
writing and it ends up as a kid diary, like a
Yeah.
teenager diary.
That's
And that's why I
nice.
was like, you know what? Journal prompts.
Yes. And I really liked them. I didn't read all of them, but the ones that I read, I was like, oh, this is going to be really good to start implementing when I do take the time to journal and stuff, because I don't always know what to journal about or what to
Yeah,
like start going on with my brain. So that's really awesome.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, I feel like I'm going to know the answers to both of these questions. But the last two questions I ask everyone is, what is one key element for someone to start moving the needle in their health? That's the first one.
Oh, the move to need it in your health. First of all, the first thing is actually deciding. that you want something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you are sick of what's going on right now and you want something different. That's the very self-awareness. I need to talk about it tomorrow in one of my lives, because self-awareness and being aware of wanting to change or wanting something different, that is the first key. That's key number one to
Mm-hmm.
changing anything. So I would definitely just look deep, look
Right.
inside and see what you want to. And that comes from journaling as
Right.
well, you know,
Yes.
like what do you want? Because sometimes like we just, you know how like I give an example in the Relaxed Mom Playbook of like, you know, you're driving on a Sunday, but you're on the road, like that you take every day to go to work.
Right.
You're gonna take your work exit without
Yeah.
even thinking about it.
Right.
So this is not self-awareness. This is autopilot.
Right.
Whereas you want to be aware, and that is when you start changing your limiting
Mm-hmm.
beliefs and you start changing your health. But I do also add a quote in there that self-care is the key to changing your health.
Yes, I definitely agree. Because if we don't decide and make those first steps and take that, because it's part of self care. Nurturing your body with healthy foods is part of self care. Like it
Exactly.
all connects. So
Mhm.
I love that.
When you love yourself so much, Emily, you know that you're not gonna bombard yourself with junk. You know
Right.
what's doing that to your body, and you know what's doing that to your mood. So automatically, you're gonna feed yourself,
Right.
you know, good food that nourishes you.
Yes, definitely. And then the final question is what is the one change you would like to see passed down through the generations regarding wellness?
Um, Mothers, and we talked about um, truly taking ownership, because I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of women and I hear them, you know, they want to work out, they want to eat healthy, you know, they want to go on the diet, they want to do all
Mhm.
this, you know, for them, but they don't talk to their children.
Mhm.
So what I always recommend is I educate my children with everything, everything,
Yes.
everything, everything. And education goes a long way, because they come and tell me things that I've taught them. So to
Right.
pass it down, educate them, show them. If you're making smoothies, include them. Don't say, you know,
Right.
I'm gonna eat this smoothie, I'm gonna eat this salad, and make them mac and cheese.
Right.
Again, once in a while, I get it, but I see it all the time. You parents making
Mhm.
themselves the healthy meals and then giving the children the meals that they don't want to fight about.
Right.
Whereas when you have boundaries and when you have expectations, this is what we're having for dinner,
Mhm.
and that's that. So
Yeah.
that's not being tough or mean. That is you being the leader of your household. And once you're the leader of the household, you're also a leader of your life, and you'll see your children change. Because truly, it breaks my heart when I see women, you know, and women and fathers, you know, men
Mhm.
and mothers and fathers, and I see it a lot. I don't know about you, but you know, on a diet, keto, this, fasting, we're doing the workout, and the kids are eating. We're gonna go to Del Taco or to
Right.
McDonald's and get the kids something because we don't want to hear them screaming.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've been very
Because our
thankful.
children are our future. If they're
Right.
sick,
Yeah. I mean,
sick
it's
future.
very true. I'm very thankful. My first son, which where I have fallen off the wagon badly for the last couple of years, and like I'm working on shifting because my second son is going to be eating soon, and I'm like I need to be able to have healthy options to offer him all the time. But my son, my older son, he loves salads. He loves anything that we eat most of the time. And sometimes it's just because he's really not that hungry, and I don't force him to eat. If he's not hungry, then he needs to respect his body.
Yeah.
But anyway, I definitely agree with that. I
Right.
think that
Yeah,
parents,
no, I agree with you. Like if they're not hungry, they're not
right,
hungry. But you know, not providing them with
right,
another option of,
right,
you know, chips
exactly.
and sorry, like candy or
Oh yeah,
whatever
no, it's there
that
for
you
whenever you're
know.
hungry. You still have to eat what we're having. It's there for you when we're
Right, right. So like if he tells you, oh, I'm not hungry, that's the thing. It's like when
right,
my daughter says, oh, it's fish, I'm not hungry. Well, are you not hungry, or are you not? Are you want to eat something else because it's fish?
right, exactly. All right, and where can people find you?
Well, I'm busyhealthymama.com. I am busyhealthymama.coach on Instagram. I also have a group, Busy Healthy Mamas. And then you type it B and Z, not
Yeah.
BUSY.
Yeah.
And also right now, like, join the Relaxed Mom Playbook. And I'm sure you have the link somewhere. This
Yes,
is
the
where
link
I'm
is
hanging out.
here, and then I'll share your group and stuff in the comments so people can join if they're interested in
Thank
learning
you.
more.
But yeah, I'm on, you can message. I also have text updates. So basically, if you want to sign up you can text, I believe it's Busy Healthy Mama 2. I don't, okay, so you have to text the keyword Busy Healthy Mama. So BZ Healthy and MAMA 951-327-7704. And we text.
Perfect. I love that part of it. That's super fun. So awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I know you have to hop off, but I really enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about you and introducing my community to you and your new program. So I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope to see your people in the Relaxed Mom Playbook.
Me too. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.